Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're looking at Avax and we're going to give you an updated price prediction by the end of today's video, so make sure you stick around until the end. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, smash that bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked down below the video in the description. Go and grab it super quick. And let's talk about Avax. So Avax has been pulling back the past few weeks, and again, this is in line with most rest of the market because Bitcoin did pull back from highs of over 108,000 all the way back to 91,000 here just in the past week or two, and it pulled the rest of the altcoin market down with it. We're looking at the Avax chart here, and just look at this price action in the immediate aftermath of the US election results. We had Avax running up 137% in a 35 day period. So in just over 1 month time, Avax did a 137 plus ROI, which is pretty phenomenal. So again, we did top out in this area in the first week or two of December, and we started pulling back from here, and Avax is down. It's pretty much given back all of those gains that it made during that 35 day period. It's now pulled back over 50%. We're currently sitting at a $25.41 price. Again, we've seen Avax break below the 200-day simple moving average. It's going to need a bit of momentum to get back up there, reclaim the 200-day, and continue moving higher. I guess the positive sign would be that if we can reclaim the 200-day moving average sometime in the next few weeks, the last time we did that was in fact that time that we made a big move after the election result, and we had that 130% plus gain. So again, lots of interesting stuff happening from a price action perspective. Avax is one of the tokens that we have a lot of price history on. And let's just look at what's going on here on the chart, going all the way back to the previous cycle. We had Avax getting all the way up to $145 per token in November of 2021. This was a huge run up for Avax during this time period, largely bolstered by the fact that you had the launch of the Trader Joe DEX on the Avax network in the summer of 2021, which helped open the floodgates for lots of liquidity and capital to flow into the Avax network, and price went parabolic as a result. If we just measure this from June through November 2021, that is a 1,100% increase in price over a 5 to 6 month period, a pretty phenomenal run for Avax during the last cycle. So what has been happening with Avax's price and tokenomics since this time? Well, that is the interesting thing I want to hone in on, guys, because we looked at this in our video a few months ago when we were breaking down everything to do with Avax. Again, you can check that out on the channel. I will leave a link for it above. But back in November 2021, if we look at the historical snapshot of what was happening in terms of tokenomics with Avax, you can see we had 223 million tokens in circulation for Avax in November of 2021, when those prices were getting up to $145 per token. What does that mean? Well, it basically means we can use simple tokenomics to understand price action. Well, not price action, but reverse engineering the price, because we're dividing the amount of tokens in circulation by the overall market cap of the asset to calculate the price. And if we expand this out to today, what we're looking at for Avax has been a huge dilution in the token supply. We can see we now have 412 million Avax tokens in circulation today in February of 2025 versus about 220 million from November of 2021. So that is almost a 2x or a doubling of tokens in circulation, and this means price action has to do so much more work just to get back up to the same levels that it was at during the last cycle, because there's been so much token dilution over the past couple of years. So while Avax is currently sitting at a $10 billion market cap at a price of $25 per token, if we get to $50 per token, that's going to put us at a $22 billion market cap. And again, if we look at the market cap high for Avax, it was about $30 billion back at the peak of the previous cycle. So again, even if we triple in market cap between now and the next few months, from where we're at, that means the price is only going to get up to about $75 with a tripling in price from today, because we've had so much dilution over the past couple of years. So that is my only gripe with Avax. I do think it is an interesting blockchain. I think there's lots of good stuff happening there from a DeFi perspective with Trader Joe, with the actual Avax network. It seems quite efficient, quite fast anytime I've used it. So from a functional standpoint, it is pretty good, but the dilution of the token supply and the fact that we've got almost double the amount of tokens in circulation now versus November 2021 just doesn't bode well for making those big moves for the upside during this particular cycle. So I do think it's going to go up in price. Absolutely. I do think we're going to see it continue to move up, reclaiming this $50 level. Then we need to get above about $60 to break through this particular resistance on the chart here from where we got to back in April of 2024. We do need to see us getting through these two key levels before we can truly move higher. Next level would be about $90 to $100 to find some resistance here, and then moving on to retest those previous all-time highs. Is it possible? Yeah, I think it's possible, absolutely. But there is going to have to be a lot more capital and liquidity flowing into Avax to make it happen, because we've got so much dilution of the token supply. So that is my spiel on Avax so far. I do want to give you guys an updated price prediction, because that is what we're here for. Again, little bit of a small drawdown or revision to the downside with the price prediction that we're going to look at. It's nothing too crazy, but it is worth noting that we do have all of that dilution, and that does play a big factor, because tokenomics is one of the most important factors we need to consider when we're estimating where the price of these assets can get to. The other thing we need to understand is the dominance level of Avax, because right now we know that the dominance level of Avax is sitting at about 0.33%. So that is Avax's market cap of 10.5 billion divided by the total crypto market cap today, currently sitting around 3.2 trillion. That gives us a 0.33% dominance level for Avax versus the rest of the market. And again, we need to understand this, because dominance of the asset is one of the variables we're plugging into our price prediction equation. So looking at this from a bear case perspective, again, what we're saying is in a bear case, Avax could get up to the total crypto market cap could get up to a $5 trillion level. If Avax can get up to a 0.75% dominance, that's going to give us a $37.5 billion market cap for Avax. That would be a new market cap all-time high, but then dividing that by about 450 million Avax tokens, which we estimate to be in circulation towards the end of this year, brings us out to about an $83.33 price target for Avax in the next few months. Well, maybe not months, but by the time we get to the end of 2025, I think we could be sitting somewhere like this in a bear case scenario for Avax. Next up, we've got our base case scenario. In the base case, what we're looking at is the total crypto market cap getting up closer to $7 trillion. If Avax can get all the way up to a 1% dominance level, that's going to give us a $70 billion market cap for Avax. Again, dividing it by the amount of Avax in circulation gives us a $155 price for Avax, and that would be a new all-time high compared to that price of $145 from the previous cycle. But notice how that market cap is pretty much double what it was in the previous cycle, thanks to all of that token dilution. Finally, last but not least, we're looking at our most bullish case scenario, which would see total crypto market cap getting up closer to $9 trillion. If Avax can get all the way up to a 1.1% dominance level, that's going to give us a $99 billion market cap for Avax. And again, dividing it by the amount of Avax in circulation is going to bring us to about $222 per Avax token. Again, that is quite ambitious based on today's prices, given that we're still at $25.38 at the time of recording this video. But I do think landing somewhere between the bear case and the base case is very, very attainable for Avax. You know, it does have to do more work given the tokenomics situation. I'm harping on about it, but it's the reality at the end of the day. I know a lot of people like Avax. I know there's a lot of invested interest in Avax from many people in the crypto space. But let me know below, guys, are you holding Avax as part of your bull run portfolio? Drop me a comment. Let me know if you're holding it and tell me what price you think Avax is going to by the peak of this bull cycle. I want to see the sentiment in the comments. Drop a comment with your price prediction. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button before leaving the video. It really does help spread the good word. It would mean the world if you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe, smash that bell notification icon. And again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked down below this video in the description. Grab it now and we'll catch you in the next one.